So I just finished up the fundamentals course at the NRVTA, and so I wanted to give you a comparison. How does it compare to the home study course? Is it worth it, and what do they have to offer? How's it going? I'm Jared Gillis. Welcome to another All About RVs. Today, I want to share with you my thoughts on the NRVTA. And I won't beat around the bush. I was impressed on multiple levels that we'll talk about today. But I would say that the main thing is they kind of have the same heart that I do with this channel. Is I hope to help RVers enjoy the RVing experience even more. And they do it on a few different levels that help RVers. My hope is when you watch one of my videos that it helps you in the RVing experience. And the same thing with the school. They want to be able to educate RV techs, they want to educate RV inspectors and be able to certify RV techs and RV inspectors, and also give information for RVers out there that want to take the fundamentals course and learn more about their RVs so they can enjoy that RV experience even more, so they can diagnose things and know more about their RV while they're out there. So I would say that those are the main three things that they accomplish at the school that I saw. So the RV tech certification, the RV inspector certification, and informing and teaching other RVers about their RV. They do have some other free resources. I'll get to some of those later, but even the Tech Tip Tuesday, where Todd gives you a tech tip to be able to help you out in RVing. So they have something for everyone. So some people asked if I learned anything in the course, assuming that I already kind of know everything. I don't know everything about RVs. I just love RVs and like to share that with you. And I absolutely did learn things in the class. They really do pack a lot into the 40 hours that you're there during that fundamentals course. And that's not the only course that they have there. Once you get there and you want to become an RV tech and an RV inspector, you can take different courses to get to that certification. So you can take courses just on generators or just on refrigerators or ACs. So you can go through that certification process to be able to know what you're looking at on the RV more in depth. But they have a lot of really good information in that fundamentals course. For instance, I noticed a lot of people in class, it just kind of clicked when they realized how simple it is to test the water heating element on your water heater. So did you know that you could test your water heating element without even having to pull it out? You disconnect it from power, you can test it, see what the ohms are to see if it still has the proper resistance to know if it is burnt up or not. So they do cover that in the at-home training. So a lot of the class, I'm surprised at how much of the class they put into the at-home training. So whether you wanted to do it just by being able to download the videos and looking at the material that you can download, or if you wanted to get the USB drive and do that at home, or at the in-person, you get the large notebook where you can follow along with the presentation. You get a kit to be able to use at your desk, and you can actually go through the process of testing out a water heater element so you know what you're looking for when you go to your RV and you want to test it on yours. So this is something that surprised me about the home study course, because if you wanted to do the home study course, you just wanted the USB drive, you wanted to have the materials sent to you, and you wanted to go through it at your own pace, or you downloaded it and just did the online version. I am impressed at how much of the course they actually pack in there. So that one won't be accredited if you're just doing it at home and you're doing it at your own pace. But if you wanted to go in person, it's accredited and it works towards your certification. So you're actually getting credits for when you're doing the in-person course. But it's amazing how much of that content of that course is actually packed into the home study course. It's not exactly the same, but they pack a lot into it. Okay, so here's another one. Did you know that you have to compress propane 270 times to get it to go from a vapor to a liquid form so that we can use it and store it, and then we turn it back into a vapor because it boils at negative 44 degrees Fahrenheit so that we can use it inside of the RV. So some of that information gives you the foundation so that you can troubleshoot some of the things around the propane system. Now that might seem like kind of hard information to try and remember, but my point is that the class is taught in a way to help you remember. So Todd does a fantastic job teaching the fundamentals course. So whether you're doing it at home or in person, he has a great way, a style of teaching to help you remember it. So whether it's a funny picture of Ethel Mertz to help you remember what the name of the odorant inside of propane is that we smell, to be like, hey, I smell propane. actually you're smelling the odorant that they put into there. He does a great job of teaching to where it helps you remember the content that you need to remember. And that really goes for the entire staff. Everybody that I met and talked to there, they were just absolutely fantastic. And the techs that are in the class helping you out, a lot of them are RV techs that have their business, that are out there working on RVs, and they do a fantastic job helping you out in the labs, which is a huge benefit. And they also give you the information. You can ask them questions. If you want to be a tech or an inspector, you can ask them the questions of what is this like in the real world? How do you handle this situation? Or what was your strategy for starting a business in this direction? So a lot of really good resources for doing the in-person. But I would say one of the best things about doing it in person is having those labs where you can sit in class in the morning, have Todd go through that instruction and giving you the information that you need. But then after lunch, you break into the labs and have the hands-on experience. So for the labs, you actually get to use the equipment. So if it's an AC or a refrigerator, or you're looking at inverters, you can take what you learned in class and then you can apply it automatically. So for me, that's a great way for me to learn. And I saw a lot of people get to the labs and kind of the light bulb would go on, and you'd see the application of what you just learned actually right in front of you. So you could grab your multimeter and you could test it out. So you could test out the different components on the AC unit and be able to see exactly what you're looking at. So being able to go through that process immediately after learning it, whether it was plumbing or converters or propane, you had these different labs that you could dive into and get that hands-on application to reinforce what you just learned and let it sink in. So those labs were also really good for being able to ask questions because it broke it up into a smaller group. So it was a little bit less intimidating if you wanted to ask a question, or maybe you were putting some of this into practice for the first time, and it gave you the option to look and have that thought process follow through what you were doing, and that might have brought up an additional question. So not only did you get the hands-on experience, it gave you the opportunity to ask that question in a smaller setting to get those specific questions answered on what you're looking at. So the labs, I see it as a huge benefit when you go in person, especially if you're that type of person that learns with a hands-on type of an application. Here's another one of the stations. We have the water heater and it's pulled out so you can see everything and to be able to go through all the systems that's even inside just this water heater, or the furnace in the RV pulled out. It's something that you don't really get to do often unless something already breaks, but being able to get to the furnace and seeing everything outside of the RV, it really does make the more complex seeming things inside of the RV much more simple when you can process it the way that it is in one of these labs. So taking the course in person was really nice, and being able to stay basically on campus because they have an RV park there. So it's nice. You can get up in the morning, you can ride your bike down to the big red building where the course is going to be, or you could ride your bike down. You can go home for lunch and have lunch in your RV. You could take what you learned throughout the day, and in the evening you could look at that on your RV, get more hands-on experience. But being able to stay there was fantastic. And there was really a sense of community inside of that park. So people were there to take courses, to become a tech, to become an inspector, to learn more about their RV if you're just doing it for your own personal knowledge. But everybody's kind of working towards that same goal. And so spending time together or just talking with people in the park, it actually was a lot of fun just getting to meet people and talk to everybody that was there. In a nutshell, I love what the school is doing, but they have a resource that I think is great for just about anybody that is out there. So even if you're not interested in taking the course, they've trained up all these techs and inspectors that are now out there in the field working. And so they have a list of those people. So if you're looking for an inspector or a tech, you could look at their locators so you can find somebody that is trained in this area that can help you with your RV. So I think that's a great resource. So they have something for everybody, whether you want to become a tech, an inspector, just know more about your RV, or if you're looking for somebody that's qualified to work or inspect an RV that you're looking at. So great resources all around. So I think that's going to do it for today. I really enjoyed my time getting to hang out with Todd and Tony and really the whole staff and just everybody that came to the school. I really enjoyed the entire week. So I would highly recommend the in-person course or even the at-home course if you just wanted to do it for your own information on working on your own RV or just being able to communicate with a tech when they come out. You know what to say, the questions to ask, and what you're actually going to be looking at. So I'll put a link down in the description so you can check out what they have to offer if you guys are interested. So like I said, that's going to do it for today. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos about RVing, hit that subscribe button. And if we don't see you on the road, hopefully we will see you next video.